Hello everyone, welcome back to the Knitting Podcast. I am Lisa. Thank you for everyone for joining me today. Yeah, it's full swing winter now, so I'm going to show a lot of winter objects and stuff today. But yeah, so first things first, I am wearing my Sorrel sweater. So this is a design by Wolblom Designs. And I knitted it last year. I use Belle Fibres, the sock weight in the peppered berries colorway, held together with African Expressions Hope, which is a mohair blend, to create this. So come closer a bit. So this design has a beautiful, it doesn't have any short row shaping. So it's a bit high on the neck, but it doesn't bother me that much. So it has this beautiful, I'm not sure what you call the stitches, but yeah, some beautiful like sunburst stitches in the yoke. And then the whole thing, you can see a little bit of pills there, but the outside is pearl stitches, you can see there. But when you knitted it, you knitted it inside out, so that you only knit the stitches. But then you turn everything inside, wrong side out again. Yeah. So you knit it wrong side out, so you knit everything, but then you turn inside. I think you guess what I'm saying. You just turn it back again. When you do the cuff and the hem at the bottom. But yeah, it's really cozy. I like it so much. Yeah. Okay. Finished objects now. My first finished object is my Hold Me Close top from Ksenia from Life is Cozy. I pinned it closed with some stitch markers just to show you, but it's a wrap top, so it doesn't look like this open. Yeah, so this is sort of how it looks on the body, like that. The yarn I used is alpaca yarn, DK weight alpaca yarn. My mother bought this yarn for me at the alpaca loom in the Western Cape, and it has tie details. Yeah, it's very warm as well. I just haven't found the perfect outfit to wear it with just yet, but I'm going through all my winter garments now to make sure I have outfits. But yeah, it's very soft, very cozy. I really love it, and now I can say I'm all wrapped up in chocolate. But yes, so the stitches, you can see there's some stripes there. It's slip stitch details. And then, so the pattern, you start one side, do the other side, knit it a certain length, and you combine the pieces and knit it like that at the back. So the back is attached to each other, the two pieces. So the front is loose, you can overlap it like that. Yes. So that's my first finished object. Next finished object is the second sock of my Celia sock pair. So here you are. So this is a design by Sorrel. It's the Celia socks, and I used African Expression sole to make this. Let me show you the detail, some cable and lace detail, and then I love this picot rib top. Yeah, cuff, picot cuff. Yeah, I used African African expression soul for this one. Yeah. Now I can wear them. With these socks, so Sorrel Nordland is hosting a summer sock knit along this year, but these socks were part of last year's knit along, and I already did the first pair, the first sock, this and the second sock, so the Midsummer Dancer socks and the Celia socks. So the next one is the Caramel Kiss socks, which I'm going to do this month, and then the last one will be the Lume socks. But I'm also going to do this year's sock knit along. So the first one of that pair of those socks is the Rosalind socks, and I'll also use African expression soul for this one. It has a beautiful like honeycomb detail there, and this one's knitted cuff down, so it has a tubular cast on. Beautiful detail at the center back, slip stitch, heel gusset and flap, and then beautiful lace pattern in the front. I'm not sure if I'm the only person who sees a flower in this one. My mother says she can't see it, but there are the leaves and there are the flowers. It looks like the Cape Aloe or Aloe Verox to me. I'll put a picture of that type of flower on screen. It looks like the Cape Aloe to me. So I have only made one pair or one sock of the pair at the moment, so I need to make the second sock. This month wasn't a very productive knitting month for me. I didn't finish a lot of stuff that I wanted to finish, but yeah. But I will talk about my sock knitting when I discuss my next projects a bit later. Yeah, so those are my socks. Next finished object is my minted beanie. So this minted beanie is a design by Andrea Mowry, and I used Hatlam, Nomad or Swaver fluff. I don't have the tag with me at the moment. Everything, I will list everything and link to everything in the description box as well. And then the pom-pom is a Toft alpaca pom-pom. So this was a fun project. I completed it in a month, but I see I have to reinforce the pom-pom again. It's a bit like that. Need to reinforce it a bit more, but it's very warm and very cozy to wear. I'm not sure if you will be able to, but it's very windy today, so after this video I'm gonna put this one on. Okay, yeah, sadly that's all my finished objects. I wish I have done a bit more this month, but that's okay. Last time I did show that, or did choose a summer project, which was the Cold Shoulder Crop by Park Knits, or Park Williams. I think it's Park and Knits is her handle, can be wrong, by Park Williams. I did wanted to finish that, but it got so cold very quickly that I didn't finish it, and I wanted to focus only on winter projects right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk about my whips now. For the whips, first whip I have is my Soku Cowl by Ocean. I didn't finish it. It's taking a bit longer, but it's a very fun project. So I have a couple of pieces of yarn attached because there are 3 sections of the contrasting color that I want to keep separate and not pull the yarn from the same ball. But yeah, so this is my progress on it so far. It's a bit difficult, so I'm going to pull it like that. Okay. So there was some twisted rib at the bottom, some Estonian braids here. There's a grey Estonian braid and a 2-color Estonian braid, and then another 1-color Estonian braid in the contrasting color. And then there's some 1x1 cables, so you slip or you knit 1x1 cables. And then here's one section of the color work that I'm keeping separate, another section there, and then the main color work there. I think I'm about 60%, okay, maybe 80% if I don't count in the I-cord that I need to make at the end. But yeah, I'm a bit dreading the I-cord. It's a bit boring for me. But yeah, so that's my progress. So this technique is native to Estonia. I can be wrong, but the research that I have done, it's from Estonia, and it's called Rosamund. I think that's how you say it. I will put it on screen. I know there's a designer, Alex Bird, who has a couple of designs with this technique in it, but it's like carrying your floats in the front, but you don't knit the stitch at all. You just hold the contrasting yarn in front of the work, knit a couple of stitches, put it back at the work, knit a couple of stitches, and do like that. So there are floats in the front, and it's a very beautiful design. I forgot to mention that the pattern is actually just in French, and I really love the design, so I took the risk of buying the pattern even though it's in French. And then when I'm like the introductions and where they list the notions and some notes, I Google translated, understood it, and then the main pattern is on a diagram, so you can follow it very easy. So it's just some of the instructions I did Google translate it, but it's very easy to follow. But yeah, I'm excited to finish this one. So, the yarn I'm using is Knotty Habits single fingering merino and linen base, and this is the metal colorway, and I'm blanking on this one. This one is, I think it's fudge something. Short braid. So this one is short braid, and so short braid and metal. So this is my cowl so far. Yes. Okay. Next whip is my Belle pullover. Ta-da! So this is a design by Sorrel Nordland, and it's cables, top down raglan style pullover, and it does have like a short row type of shaping, but it's more you cast on all the stitches from here around the back of the neck to here, knit there, and you increase every time until you reach a certain point, cast on the rest of the front stitches for the front, and then you work in the round. But yeah, But I'm not finished with the body yet, and I did start on the sleeve. That's because I get a bit bored very easy. So I finish one ball, like for the body, and then I attach another ball for the sleeve. And then when I finish that one, I will continue with the body and maybe start the other sleeve. But yeah, I like to keep things interesting for myself. So the yarn I'm using for this one is Wool of the Andes in the crane heather colorway, and it's the worsted weight. So this yarn, Lee from Black Spruce Knitting Podcast sent this to me. Yeah, and I really like it. It's scratchy, so it's not super soft like merino, but it's still very warm. And it looks so beautiful in cables. Can't wait to finish this one. Yes. So hopefully I can wear this one in my next podcast. The sleeves are going a lot faster than the body. But yeah, it's worsted weight, so it goes a lot faster than most projects for me. Like the next one, which is the Stria cardigan. I usually say it Stria cardigan, but I heard Andrea Mowry say it Stria, so Stria, and it's this one. So this is a raglan style cardigan, knitted in half fisherman's rib, and then some stripes. Yeah, I think I just split for the body and sleeves in my last episode, and I did make some progress on the body. Very little progress though, and like with the belly pullover, I get bored, so I did start one sleeve. The other sleeve is still on some waist yarn, but yeah, it's very squishy. The texture and the body of the half fisherman's rib is very nice, and it's very soft to work with. It just takes a long time to do it. But yeah, so the yarn I'm using is African Expression Sorrel. I put the colorways on screen, but it's a beige colorway, a sage green, a grey, a dark purpley brown, and then a light purple. Yeah, the grey is more prominent in real life than it is on screen. But yeah. Slow progress. So this was my project for the Andrea Mowry's, the DRK March to May knit along, the sweater one, but as you can see I didn't finish it. So yeah, this one is a slow and steady project. But yeah, I didn't make I didn't do any work on my collar shawl, so I'm not going to show it. There was other project on mine that I will eventually share if it's done and I'm happy with it. So yeah. Next I'm going to share some of my acquisitions. Okay, time for acquisitions. So I think this month what I didn't do in knitting, I did do in buying yarn. Yeah, I did have a couple of purchases, but with projects in mind, so they are not bought on a whim. But yeah, so first I bought some yarn for the Nightingale Pullover by Nora Gorn, I think is the designer. And I knew I wanted to use African Expressions Harmony for that, so I got some yarn for that. and it's this beautiful sage green. Maybe if I hold it there. Sorry, it's a bit difficult to see, but it's more like this color. So I got some yarn. It's a worsted weight, Aran weight. It's more like Aran weight. It's 100% merino superwash, and I got enough yarn to make the Nightingale pullover from that. So that will be up for draw later. Okay. Then I got very special yarn. The first time I saw it, I fell in love with it, but I didn't buy it because I had to have a project in mind for it. So I did some research and I decided to make the Sparky, I think, pullover or sweater from Andrea Mowry. And I got some Yarnadelic from John Arbon for that. So this light one is Beautiful Ones. I'll try to put a picture on screen of how beautiful the colors is of this one. So this is like a beige with some pink, purple and yellow in between. And then this one is, I think, Pink Moon. Yes, Pink Moon. And it's a salmon pink or a coral color with like very, very light yellow, but it's mostly yeah, hopefully that's focusing. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, so this yarn is 100% Falkland merino and it's a sport weight, and it's about 333 meters. So I'm going to use these two. So this one is going to be my main color and this one is going to be my contrasting color. So I got 3 skeins or hanks. I'm not sure what's the correct term anymore, if it's hanks or skeins. Let me know what you would call it. I'm gonna still call it skeins. It makes sense to me because a lot of people use it, but I think the correct term is hanks. But yeah, okay, I got 3 of these, 2 of this one. So I'm gonna make the Sparky sweater with that, and that will also be up for draw later. Next is the Naughty Habit sock club box. The second quarter, I think it was the second quarter, and I chose the cinnamon and vanilla colorway again, and it's these 3 skeins. So there's a speckled one, a caramel chocolate color, and then a dark chocolate color. So this is sock yarn, so it's 75% merino superwash, 25% nylon, and it's a cinnamon and vanilla colorway. And then there are 2 50 grams and 1 25 grams. So these 2 are 50 grams and this one's 25 grams. So I'm still looking for some projects for this one. But yeah, I'm gonna have some chocolate socks as well. I maybe have an obsession with chocolate everything. Okay, next finished object. Next acquisition, also Naughty Habit, is her new 2-ply merino linen fingering weight yarn. This is Lady Luck. So it's a beautiful purple, tonal purple. And I got some mohair to use with this. This is Nurturing Fibres Kid Silk. and this color specifically is Lunar. So I'm going to use these two together to make the Illuminate sweater pullover from Andrea Mowry, because I want to make all her Rhinebeck pullovers because I want to be at Rhinebeck. Yeah, one day I will go to a Rhinebeck festival. But yeah, also up for draw later. Then I did show this one in a previous video. This is some brushed mohair that I bought in Dolstrom. So yes, it's definitely a rosy pink red color, and I found a yarn that I can use this for to make the pink velvet sweater pullover from Andrea Mowry. I might have an obsession with Andrea Mowry and Sorrel designs, but yeah. So it's this one. So this one is Miss Lamotte. Her luster base. So it's 50% superwash merino, 15% kit mohair, 15% mulberry silk, and 20% polyamide. And the colorway is Cosmic Latte. I'll put a picture on screen of it as well. So it's a beige with some brown and pink speckles. Maybe there you can see some of the pink. But yeah, I'll put the picture of it on screen, and you can see it next to each other, and they look very, very good with each other. So I'm very happy with my choice. And yeah, also up for draw later. Okay, this is Naughty Habit as well. So this is her 2-ply fingering weight merino linen. Personally, the merino linen is the most wonderful base for me. The combination of the merino linen is very nice, so I will always buy merino linen. But yeah, this one goes with everything. I did buy this colorway previously for my Inclinations cowl project, but I got 3 of these of the goes with everything, and then one of Kalamata. I think it's like an olive type of thing. I'm not a fan of olives, so I'm not quite sure. But it's a purple. It's a bit lighter than the sweater I'm wearing now. So I'm going to use these together to make the Fame Boss pullover from Tete. Ooh, I can't remember her name now, but I'll put the picture of it on screen. It's a beautiful design as well, and I got some yarn for that. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, the Fame Boss pullover. But this one I'm going to save for later, because I want to make the I have too many winter projects that I want to make, so this one is I'm going to save for later. But yeah, okay, that is all my yarn acquisitions. It looks like that. So yeah, that is okay. Next up, I'm going to choose my next knitting projects. Okay, I'm going to choose now my next projects to knit on. But before I do that, I would just want to talk about my sock knitting. So last time I did choose this yarn, which is the Schachenmeyer Alpaca Soft, Regia Premium Alpaca Soft yarn, and I didn't get to make the sock yet. So I'm not going to choose socks this month. So my plan is to make the second sock for the Rosalind socks, the Caramel Kiss socks, and then the Ariel socks, which is the second sock for this month for and this year's knit along. And I'm going to use the Belle Fibres this yarn was gifted to me by a subscriber and follower. And so I'm going to use this for the aerial socks. So I think that will be okay. So I'm going to have 3 pairs of sock knitting. I'm not going to make myself finish everything, but that is the plan. So I want to finish the Rosalind socks. So 1 sock, the caramel kiss sock, aerial socks, and then the Auni socks with this one. So that is my plan. So I'm not going to choose a sock project now. For the caramel kiss socks, I'm going to use the darker colorway for my in the collection. So I want the socks to be like I want it to look like it's in a collection. So I'm going to use the free colors, which is the light gray, a pink, and then this color, which is African Expression Soul 7062, and then the Lume socks, which will be mostly the light gray. The whole body of the sock will be light gray with the pink, and this one as the colorwork colors. So that's the plan. But the Lume socks is for July. Yes. So yeah. And then this colorway is Harmony Hall, and is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. So it's a sock base for the aerial socks. So yeah, that is my plan for sock knitting. Then I'm not going to choose a summer knitting project because it's too cold for that now. So I might go and choose 2 winter projects. I'm going to see how it goes. So I want to finish the Belle Pullover, work on the Strya cardigan, and have 2 other winter garments as well, and then 1 accessory to go with that. So let's start. So I'm going to choose my winter objects now, or projects now. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I have 2 paper pieces. First one is Illuminate by Andrea Murray. I have this thing where I choose all the yarn that I bought this month. The yarn is in the projects that I want to do. But yeah, okay, Illuminate. So it's going to be the Naughty Habit 2-ply fingering, the Lady Luck colorway, with the Nurturing Fibres kid silk in the Lunar colorway. So I'm going to use this. And then the second project, hopefully it's an old one. Ooh, yay! Kutar Pullover from Sorrel Nordland. This was the first design I saw from Sorrel Nordland, and I think it's her second popular design. I think it's second or third. I know the Poet is first. So the second popular design. And I'm gonna use here it is. Also Nurturing Fibres, the Super Twist sock in the Lunar colorway. So it's the same colorway as this one, but it's just superwash merino. So I'm gonna use this for that one. Ooh, I'm excited. So the Kutar was one of my project that I had on my list for a long time, my to make list or queue. So I'm excited for that. Okay, next is accessories. So this is more like cowls and shawls type, but small shawls, because I take a long time to make shawls. Okay, only one. I wonder, one or two. No, I'm going to just choose one because I have a lot of socks that I want to make. Okay, so this one is Tiny Tassel Shawls by Karen Fernandez. So this one is one of the small shawls that I want to make. So I'm going to use Miss Lamotte single lace fingering. No, single lace singles. This is Cloud Whisperer. This yarn was gifted to me for my birthday from a knitting friend. And yeah, so I'm gonna hold the yarn double, so it's a fingering. Will it make a fingering? Yeah, I think it will make a fingering weight if I hold it double. There's 700 meters on this one, so that there will be 350 meters if I hold it double. And then for the tassels, I have some of the leftover yarn from the Estereza, what was it called? The Secret 7 Society box. So I have some of those left over. So I'm going to use that for the tassels, because it's a very similar color scheme. The blue, pink, and purples. So that's my plan. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I need to finish the belly pullover first. And socks. Yeah. I think my thing with the socks is I only have had two cables for my tulip needles, and one cable is on my Straya cardigan, and the other one what I used for socks. But then I started the sock cowl, so now my second cable needle was on this one, so I couldn't make socks. But I did purchase another cable needle to make my socks because I use magic loop method a lot. I have found sometimes a shorty will work, other times I don't like it, so I will see what works for me. So yeah, yes, time for some podcast recommendations. First recommendation is Noma from Bigger Than Life Knits. She is a South African designer as well, and she has the most beautiful color work sweaters. I haven't made one yet, but they are so beautiful. She recently had a test call for her Esther top. I'll put a picture of her sample on screen. It's so beautiful, and when the pattern is released, I'm going to buy that one and make that design. It's so beautiful, and it's inspired by Ndlovu art here in South Africa. The second knitting podcast is, I think, Mirth of Mirth Makings. She is in Holland, I think, in the Netherlands. She is also new. I think she only has 2 episodes at the moment. Then Bash Harry from the Harry Knit. She is in Malaysia. I can be wrong. Malaysia. And because she is in such a tropical climate, she only makes summer type of garments. So if you want some summer inspo, go check her out. And then Francesca from the Italian Knitter. She's also a very well-known podcaster, so no introduction there needed. But yeah, those are 4 podcasts that I have recently listened to and highly recommend. Yes. Yeah, so the season has definitely turned into winter, and all the winter stuff that I have made in previous years, I can wear them now, so I'm very happy with that. Some news. I had a surprise, what do you call it? Kitchen tea. A surprise kitchen tea this past weekend. My mother and my bridesmaids arranged it. There's some of the flowers left over from that, and it was a very special and I really enjoyed it. I have recently made a Ko-Fi account. It's very similar to Patreon, so it's just where I can share some of my projects as well. And then if you would like to, there is a tip option where you can tip me. Yeah, but it's not a requirement. It's just if you want to, I would appreciate it. And then yeah, so I'm going to start thinking about other content that I can share over there, which would add value for you. But yeah, I will still have a look at it, because the podcast is like a hobby, and the knitting is a hobby. It's not my full-time work. But yeah, if a little bit, something will always help, and maybe help me in my obsession with yarn. But yeah, if you want to, I will link it down below. And yes, so the next month is June. It's my fiance's birthday month, so we're gonna have a little bit of a birthday. We're starting to look for apartments to move into just before the wedding. Yeah. Yeah, I plan to make my own wedding dress. So I studied consumer science, so we did clothing retail management. So we did a lot of business subjects, courses, business type of course with fashion design and clothing construction, and then textile science as well. So it was a very fun degree for me. I really enjoyed it, and so I have experience in sewing, and I have made a wedding dress and made a couple of bridesmaids dresses in the past. So I feel confident enough to make my own wedding dress, but I still need to do it, and the wedding is like 4 months away, so I'll need to start putting effort into that. But yeah, I still want to knit. Knitting is like my therapy. If I'm not feeling well, I'm gonna knit. But yeah, so yeah, that's the news. Yeah, I think that's everything I want to say. I hope everyone has a wonderful month. I'll probably do one extra video this month talking about some of my wish list winter garments that I want to make, but it's going to be in a week or 2 weeks time. And then yeah, but yeah, I hope everyone is having a warm winter here in South Africa. Everyone stays warm and cozy, and everyone else who's in summertime, they're having a wonderful summer. And then yeah, I hope everyone will enjoy this June month coming up. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to, please like and subscribe. That will help me as well. And go check out the Ko-Fi page down below, which I linked down below. Okay, bye bye.